Highly experienced God.
Now this is a very tall question, very. First of all, when we say God, it's a very loaded word with so many ideas. Now, when Swami Vivekananda went to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and asked him, "Have you seen God?" He said, "Yes." This was the first time somebody was really saying yes, because you should say yes. He said, how real? Much more real than I am seeing in person. So, but naturally, nobody else saw him seeing God. He saw him. So it's a very personal experience. That's why I am saying this. It's a very personal experience. And if you bluntly ask the question, have you seen God? In all humility, I would say yes, but there is a little corollary to this. I say yes, but I believe out of my own experience that you cannot actually, if you worship God in a particular form, you can see it in a high spiritual state. But in the ultimate analysis, seeing means to realize that all-pervading supreme reality is everywhere. This is the ultimate. It's similar to, I'm not trying to avoid the question, please. I'm saying yes, but I'm explaining how I say yes, why I'm saying yes. It is, when we look around, we know of the existence of this world because we have eyes, because we see through our eyes. But we actually cannot see our own eyes. Yeah, we can see it in the mirror, but it is a reflection of our eye. And somebody else can see my eye, but I cannot see my eye. But because I cannot see my eye, I cannot say that the eye does not exist, because without the eye I cannot see the world. But I am aware that my eye is, not that I can see it. This awareness in its absolute form is known as realization. But for that, the moment, like the great sages in the Upanishad say, Keno Upanishad, Yad Vajana Bhuditam Navada Bhudyate. That which words cannot describe, but because of which words have the capacity to express themselves. Now that, therefore, when you say, have you seen, when you are there is no God. God in the sense of the ultimate supreme reality is when you are not there. You are not there. When in the sense that as long as I exist even in a small form, it is still a reflection. It cannot be the full. When I am completely out, then there is that. So that you can call it really. I have seen, or you can say I am not there, so I haven't seen. Which is why the Upanishads say, he is one who knows not, and one who knows not knows. Because when you know, you are not there. See, it's not a juggling of words. The Upanishads have not been written to juggle words. Now, here there is a very important statement to understand. When I am not there, does not merely mean that I am taking out my personality. It means I am no longer a self-centered human being. The more self-centered I am, and more selfish I am, the more I live for only myself, one is very far from that understanding. Once it is understood and realized, then you cannot say that it is here or it is there. Ishavasya Upanishad says, Tad dure tad Tadvadantike, it's far and it is so near. So it is so near and so simple that with a little bit of grace and blessings from a great teacher or from God Himself, in a flash it can be known. But we complicate it so much and we are not ready to resolve ourselves. Resolving our individual self is the most important way to find whatever we need. God is a very loaded word, because according to some, God is who creates and destroys. According to others, God lives somewhere up in the heaven and we are down below. We are saying that the supreme reality is a spark, is in every human. Whether we know it or we do not know it, it is there. But through sadhana, through the blessings of great peace, it is possible, I believe, my understanding, it is possible to realize it. Because in Malayalam, we have a prayer called Harinam Sankirtan. And then every sloka says Hari Narayana Namah. So usually people think it is some prayer for old ages who are retired, as you can see. Because Hari Narayana Namah, Hari Narayana Namah. But it is such in depth. Recently I got the whole thing translated. It is with me. I have not, only 3 days ago it came. In that, there is one sloka which I am very fond of, which kind of illustrates what I was trying to say, that the eye can see everything. Because it can see everything, we know that it exists. We cannot see it. Now, if the eye is open and if my mind is not here, then even if my eye is open, I cannot see anything. I may be looking at you, but my mind may be in the Himalayas, or my mind may be in the doshas, vasal dosha, whatever. So I am seeing that and actually not seeing you. Although you are sitting here, and if my eye has a lens, the image has to go into the retina. So I don't see unless my mind is there. So the eye of this physical eye is the mind. What if there is something that is also watching the mind? Suppose I am the true essence. In my true essence I am blind. Suppose. It's only a hypothesis for the time being. Then how wonderful it would be. Now this Harinam Sankirtanam precisely states this. It says, Kanninu Kannu Manamagum Kannu Adina Kannayu Anandari Malav Anandam Hari Narayana. Means the eye of this eye is the mind. How wonderful and joyous it is to understand that I am also the eye of the mind, which directs the mind and says, see this, see that, which is pure consciousness. It's absolute, that can happen only when the mind is absolutely still. Why? Free from all the biggest things. I don't know if I have answered your question, but we have just put forth the